Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Panic Pro Wrestling. I am your host, announcer, and good friend, James McEnroe. Today we have a stacked card of all sorts of matches, wrestlers presented to you by Panic Pro Wrestling. In our opener tonight, we have a tag team match between Team Canada and Team USA. Svennyish and K-Wicked versus Lavos and Camerica. Midway through our show today, we're going to be having a match between Swol Pol, the defender of Rome, versus the Sunlight Spear, Brolaire of Astora. And finally, our main event of the evening, the astounding, the wonderful, the incredible, the Steve versus our resident soccer player, eSing. Strap yourselves in and buckle up. It's time for Panic Pro Wrestling. Making their way to the ring, standing together at a grand total of about 310 pounds, K-Wicked-Svennyish, Team Canada.
Well, it's midnight, damn right, we're wound up too tight.
Making their way to the ring now, Lavos and Camerica, Team USA. In the ring now, we've got K-Wicked and Lavos, a stiff chop there as Kevin tries to go for the headlock, but he gets suplexed backwards. A nice elbow from Lavos. Corrals him in the corner. Not sure what exactly he was going for there, but it obviously backfired for Kevin as he gets kicked right in the back of the knee. That is not pleasurable. That is full of pain, is what that is. Nice chop there from Cam as they circle each other around the ring, and now we have a tag. Here comes Svennyish. A double team maneuver, a big suplex, and Lavos falls out of the ring, smartly getting himself out of danger. Finger poke right to the eye. That's some dastardly Canadian maneuvering right there. Another eye poke. Oh my goodness. What kind of dastardly maneuvering is he getting himself on with? He's supposed to be a good guy. We've heard him talk about how he doesn't want to break the rules, and here he is sticking his fingers in the eye. There must be true hatred between these two competitors in the ring today. Drags him towards the center of the ring. They grapple up, and a big club to the back. Looking for a tag, and here comes Camerica. Svennyish and Camerica used to be incredibly good friends, and we're curious to see how that'll represent itself in the ring and whether or not these two will try and have a go-to contest. A fair, straightforward bout as Svennyish gets over with an arm drag. Those are some of the most textbook arm drags you'll ever see in wrestling. Just wonderful to look at. Drags him towards the center a little bit, away from the ropes. Not really sure what he was planning on going for there. They're sizing each other up. These two guys are absolutely going at it, and Cam gets the better of Svenny. Picks him up and tries to go for a chop, but misses. Salutes the crowd before locking in what looks to be an Agata lock. Stiff knee right to the midsection. That really hurts the stomach, and it kind of makes you toss your lunch around a little bit. That's a hanging neck figure four. He's got to get himself away from the ropes, but he does have 4 seconds to do so. A swinging neck breaker. Not that far removed from the Honky Tonk Man's finisher back in the day, shake, rattle, and roll. Of course, not quite the same oomph or prowess that the Honky Tonk Man would have. Big body slam from Cam. Going for that Nagata lock again. Copped from Yuji Nagata, currently wrestling for New Japan Pro Wrestling. A legend. A living legend, as it were. An interesting maneuver that really puts pressure on the back of the knee and the calf region. Very, very painful as Svenny has to get to the ropes there to avoid any real damage to the knee ligaments. Locking in a reverse figure four of his own. Talking about putting a lot of immense pressure on the calf. That's exactly what Svenny was doing right there. Cam drags Svenny away from the ropes. Picks him up. Not really sure why he went and dragged him away from the ropes. Oh! A Falcon Arrow crush! Right on the face! That has to be incredibly painful. Cam should have gone for the pin there. That was one of those moves that you just have to at least try for the pinfall afterwards. As a result, Svenny is able to get the tag into Kevin. Kevin's offense mainly centered around strikes rather than grapples. He is a huge fan of boxing, and you can see that in a lot of his offense. Tries for a rounding punch there before Cam gets the tag into Lavos. Locks in the ankle lock. Shades of Kurt Angle right there. Nice couple of jabs there from Kevin. Stiff chop there from Lavos. They size each other up. Both men, not enough gas to continue after that exchange of blows. Big elbow right to the temple. Headlock followed by some punches from Kevin. Both of these men don't exactly have a lot of history together in the ring, but they are helping each other's partners, as there seems to be a little bit of a rivalry going on between Cam and Brian. Kevin deciding that he really badly wanted to help Brian and support his Canadian patriotism, we'll call it.
Viva Mexico!
Lavos exclaiming that he wants to build a wall between the United States and Canada to keep out all the Canadians. He calls it the Day of the Rake. Nice shots there from Kevin. Into the body. A couple of headshots with the knee. He's got him down. There might be a pinfall here. Picks him up and hits him again with a nice rounding left. Lavos counters with a kick in the face while Kevin tried to grab his feet. That's a Boston Crab. An American move if I've ever seen one. Svenny comes in to help out and breaks up that submission maneuver. Lavos to the top rope now. I'm not sure what he's waiting for, and he doesn't know what he's waiting for either, apparently. Sent into the ropes. Big Superman punch from Kevin. That's a George St. Pierre special. Snapmare over the shoulder. Drags him away from the ropes. And that's just a standard headlock sleeper right there. Seen that many, many times from Lavos. Very textbook. Single leg crab from Kevin. That's a land. I'm sure he had to have learned that from watching Lance Storm in Team Canada in WCW. He locks that single leg crab in on Cam as well as Cam had come to Lavos' rescue. Both men circling and Lavos lands a huge elbow shot. Sends Kevin to the canvas before a low blow. I'm not sure the ref saw that. He was kind of positioned poorly in between Kevin and Lavos, and as a result, Kevin got away with a low blow. I'm not sure why this Team Canada is deciding to resort to these dirty tactics. They are skilled enough to beat Team USA without them. Oh, that's a Muda lock. That's an impressive maneuver. Look at the bridging capabilities of Svenny. There's that Falcon Arrows crushing Cam. a specialty of his before locking in a full Boston crab. Kevin's got to get himself to the rope or get some help here. There's Svenny breaking up that submission maneuver. Oh, reverses the power bomb into the DDT. That is unbelievably skilled. You don't see many wrestlers being able to pull off that transition. And oh, it was so smooth. You never see guys that smooth. Oh, he turns into a backslide. Cam was trying to go something in the midsection, and Svenny turned it into a backslide. It was only a 2 count. Oh, Cam is attempting to get Kevin DQ'd here with that chair. No contact was made, and the ref saw it the entire way, so pretty sure there'll be no DQ here. The ref just kind of lets it go, and both men go back to their corners. Cam is really favoring that Falcon Arrow face buster. Oh, that's a Bloody Sunday! That's a Bloody Sunday! Very Irish move there from I assume an Irish American? I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to have to find out his heritage because I have no idea why he'd be using a Bloody Sunday. That's a Michinoku driver from Brian. I love that move. It's so much fun to watch. Reversal. Let's see what he can do here. He's got him up. He hits the go to sleep. Drags him out. There's going to be a pinfall here. Pins him. 1. This could be the end of the match. 2. Oh, Cam with the kick out at the very last second. Double team suplex here. It's nice to see Team Canada working together as a team as Kevin defends Svenny as he locks in that modified cattle mutilation. I have no idea how anyone would realistically get out of that other than just sore abs from that of the move initiator. It's very hard to bridge that move, as you can see. Much more difficult than the original cattle mutilation where you have the support of your own head. That is, it's just kind of straining on the back muscles. It's very painful for both the applier and the applyee, if you will. Reverse into a kangaroo kick there. And Svenny to the top rope, going for a Macho Man elbow. He hits him and Cam gets a rope break right away. Super kick from Cam. Pulls him away from the ropes. Pins him. He's on the wrong side of the ring. 2, 3. Cam and Team America getting the victory here in our first bout of the evening. A super kick following a rope break by Cam. He managed to dodge out of that Macho Man elbow. And we're on to our next match. Goodness, what a match there by those two tag teams. Very interesting to watch, and we'll see how they respond. Coming to the ring right now, the defender of Rome, the Cyclops, Swol Pol. Dressed in traditional Roman Legionnaires gear with that heavy chest plate. It'll be difficult for Brolaire to get any sort of real contact-based offense. He'll have to be quick and speedy. Coming to the ring right now, Brolaire of Astoria. He's going to have to use his speed in order to try and get around the advanced strength of Swol Pol. And we start our bout with Brolaire attempting to get a headbutt in, it looks like. Not sure why he would attempt a headbutt. He's about a full foot shorter than Paul, so it's not exactly a energy-efficient maneuver. Thrown into the ropes. Ducked underneath. That was exactly the kind of move that we were talking about. As he came off the ropes, ooh, what a German suplex! A German suplex to the German, and that's another headbutt. I'm not sure why. It's not energy efficient. He's wasting so much energy attempting to get up to where Paul's head is. It just doesn't work as Paul slams him to the canvas with authority. A big discus clothesline in our first pin of the evening. Brolaire's managed to get him to the canvas a couple times, which is really surprising, as he hits another low blow, but I guess more the the lower abdominal region, as the ref's not calling a DQ off that. Rolls him into a small package, not even able to get a 1 count, though. We are seeing Brolaire execute his game plan, though, being much smarter and faster than Paul. But Paul using his strength, into the backbreaker, that torture rack into the backbreaker. Brolaire raking the eyes. That's gotta hurt. Of course, Paul being a Biclops with a pair of eye patches, I'm not exactly sure how much damage it really dealt. Oh, he's moving away from the ropes. Oh, burning hammer off the corner. How did Brolaire manage to mitigate the damage from that? That is a disgustingly painful-looking torture half crab from Paul as he stretches the ankle all the way up while putting his foot on his face. That's a dragon sleeper. How does Brolaire know that maneuver? That is some advanced wrestling technicality there. Sends him into the corner. Another eye rake there. Again, I guess it can't really be doing all that much damage as Paul seems to have maintained the entirety, 100% of his vision. Mind you, I guess we'll see as this match continues to go on whether or not his vision is affected, but it so far does not look like that's the case. Going for another pinfall here, rope break as Brolaire gets his hands on the rope. Oh, reversed a powerbomb into a Hurricane Rana. Only gets a 1 count, though. It's the height difference really makes those Hurricane Ranas a difficult spot for Brolaire. Gets him up. There's a 1-winged angel from Paul. 2 count. Can we get a 3? No, he gets out just in time. Maneuver currently being used by the best wrestler in the world, Kenny Omega, as a backbreaker into a body slam from Paul. Picks him up. He's inflicting an insane amount of damage. That lariat, just all of this pain and suffering coming in on the neck area for Brolaire, setting up for what I assume is either a burning hammer or the fall of Rome, an orange crush DDT. His specialty, his finisher move, as he calls it, he says that he puts opponents into so much pain that most of them will not see the sun for another millennium. Spoke with him about that previously this morning. There's a burning hammer from Paul, and he's going to go for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Brolaire kicks out of the burning hammer at just almost 3. I'm not exactly sure how he managed to survive that, but this is exactly the kind of pain and torture that we're talking about with Paul, as he just focuses in on the neck area constantly. Oh, that's a regal stretch. What a nice submission move from Brolaire. Paul able to power out of it really quickly by raking the eyes, though. Send to the ropes as Paul comes up, and that's a diving lariat. Slams both of them to the canvas, but again, more focusing on that neck area. Oh, what's this? Into a backslide. Can he get a 3? Will he shock the world? Only getting a 1 count. Gets him up. Oh, another burning hammer. Pulls him away from the ropes so there can be no rope break. 1, 2, 3, and there's your winner. After all that neck damage, there could be no doubt. Your winner, Swol Pol. What a dangerous competitor here to have in Panic Pro Wrestling. We'll be back right after a word from our sponsors with our main event.
Southpaw fans, a limited amount of Southpaw stars will be appearing at KFC to get their hands on the new Woo Crispy, Woo Tangy, Woo Honey Mustard barbecue flavor of Georgia Gold chicken, Woo, for our Eat with the Wrestlers event. Come down and tell them the Nature Boy sent you.
Welcome back to Panic Pro Wrestling with our main event of the evening. It's going to be The Steve versus eSing. He's coming down to the ring right now. He is Steve of the North, the Steve, indefinite article, and he wants to make sure that you don't forget him. Coming out to the Chippendales music with a banana hammock and a bow tie, Steve is one of the more attractive competitors, I guess we'll call it, in Panic Pro Wrestling. I'm so excited to see this competitor in Panic Pro Wrestling. eSing claims himself to be the best Pokemon trainer in the world. Also an incredibly good athlete. has a prior background in soccer and has claimed that he focuses most of his offense around using deadly kicks. The referee would not let him bring his cleats into the ring, obviously, but he's still looking to use those feet in a way that will be incredibly dangerous and lethal here in Panic Pro Wrestling. And let's see how he is able to fare against Steve. Another one of our top competitors here came in. All you have to do is look how muscularly sculpted Steve is to realize why he is one of the favorites to win the PPW World Championship when we finally come around to our championship tournament next month. His slogan, Feel the Power, of course, refers to the power of his biceps. He is a strong, gifted individual that has spent his entire life on all kinds of extracurricular sports, such as ultimate frisbee and rowing. He says that because he didn't partake in most normal sports, he was able to develop a muscular tonal set that is completely different to that of a normal athlete, making him unique, if you will. Off the ropes as he lays a kick right into the skull of Steve. That was a high reach for Eric's leg. It's nice to see such flexibility. Buzzsaw kick right to the face. Shades of Tajiri there as he landed the flat of his foot right into Steve's temple. That has to be incredibly painful. As they're sizing each other up, getting kicks into the midsection, you have to imagine that actually doesn't hurt Steve all that much because of how toned his abs are. All he has to do is flex and clench those abs, and it's like not feeling any real pain at all. Throws his rear end into Eric's face, reverses into the corner and gets a punch in. Eric sends him into the corner, and Steve locks in a bear hug. Let's see if Eric can escape from this. Those strong arms just squeezing the back muscles. Nice kick there to the midsection from Steve as he kicks him in the midsection again. Feel the power, he says. You can hear it in the crowd. Oh, that's an enziguri! What a kick! That could completely reverse the fortune and momentum of this match for Eric as he starts stomping away at Steve, much like Ronnie Garvin back from the old NWA days. Getting some kicks right into the midsection of Steve. Another bear hug there from Steve as he just keeps squeezing away at the back muscles, trying to drain away the coordination and balance that Eric would require to continue to land some of those kicks that he is so fond of. Eric with a couple more kicks, and here comes another buzzsaw kick right to the temple. Let's see if that helps out in any way, shape, or form. No, Steve is able to get his foot on the ropes. Big elbow to the temple from Steve. Trying to go for something down low. I'm not exactly sure what Eric was attempting there. See, the reason why that drop there is so deadly is because he's landing his firm pecs right on the back of the neck of Eric, and you have to imagine that's so painful. It's so painful. Got him up. That's a reverse Manhattan drop. Steve signaling for something. Maybe the flying squirrel powerbomb, but it doesn't quite look like he ended up going for it. I'm not sure what his plan is here, but he's obviously got one. A very smart competitor. Picks his head up and drives him into the ground. A sweep kick there. Karate Kid. Sweeping the leg, Eric is. Gets tossed over the ropes as Steve flexes and poses. Eric rolls back into the ring, avoiding a 20 count. Of course, we use a 20 count here in Panic Pro Wrestling, reminiscent of the Japanese style. Kick to the stomach. He's going for that buzzsaw kick again. He keeps targeting Steve's ear and temple region, hoping to knock him out with one of those deadly kicks. Not quite been able to yet. Knees right to the nose. Eric bounces off the ropes. Big running drop kick. Into the corner he sends Steve. Hangs him in a tree of woe. A back kick. I'm I can only assume the reason why he waited is because he expected Steve to fall down, but there you saw those strong ab muscles holding him in place, like an anchor in that tree of woe. Steve sweeps a leg of his own as he counters one of Eric's kicks. Gorilla press, look at that power! Slams him down, pulls him away from the ropes. He's covering him. Didn't even use his finisher. Is that it? 3! Your winner of tonight's main event, the Steve with a gorilla press slam. What a match. Steve completely asserting his dominance over the smaller competitor. And that's it for this evening's events, this evening's matches. We hope to see you next week with another great fistful of matches from Panic Pro Wrestling. For everyone here, we want to thank you for joining us, and we hope that you have a wonderful day. See you next time on Panic Pro Wrestling.